Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. My name is IJ.
Hello, my name is Uchenna.
And I'm Dior.
And I haven't been here for about almost 2 weeks, but I am back. And we're going to start off with one of our favorite shows, Married at First Sight. It's season 13, episode 13. And I think they have 3 weeks left before they have to say I do or let's get a divorce.
Yeah, we're coming towards the end.
I know. So this time they met up. I guess this episode was mostly about meeting up with Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper, which I thought was really good because I think each of the couples, from what I've been watching, on my own time, needs that counseling. Even our strongest couple looks like they need some counseling as well, because maybe they're not on the same page.
I think they're on the same page, but everyone, I'm sure that all of them can use counseling.
Yeah, and I think they have to tell them to say something, like you need to have some kind of questions about your
mindset. Make it a little bit more dramatic. Okay, so I thought maybe we could just go couple by couple. Do you guys think that'd be the best way? Okay, so let's just start with one of our favorite couples, Merla and Gil. I mean, those two they're dynamic. I absolutely adore them, right? I mean, they're terrific. The way they communicate and so forth. Jealous.
I love that Merla came to the discussion.
See, that just shows how much of an introvert she is, because she wouldn't be able to do it without being tipsy.
Yeah.
And did you guys catch how they tried to play us last week with the previews of her crying about the marriage, but it turned out to be a good thing?
No, I missed the crying in the previews. No,
last week
the only part I saw was her going out, so I didn't.
Okay,
that part, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to trick us last week, but we know you. Married at First Sight. You know what you're doing.
Do you think she had to drink to do the show, or?
She said that. She said that she was really nervous, but now that she had, I don't know how many martinis, she's fine.
She's like she's like on the extreme introvert. Like,
which is surprising because she has so much confidence in herself, but she doesn't know how to be around people.
But I don't know that being introverted means that you don't have confidence, but I just think
she feels better by herself.
Yeah, or people that she likes. Yeah, or people that she likes and knows. She probably doesn't really want to make, superficial relationships with people.
Right.
No new friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked because, of course, I haven't watched the show. I think I've missed a couple of episodes, but I'm catching back up. I was shocked at her turnaround with him, like saying that she loves him. So I was surprised that she is more than happy with her relationship, and that she's willing to put in. I think she's willing to put in the work once he communicates to her what it is about her that really bothers him. But I truly like their honest and open relationship with each other. I think that's good for them.
Yeah, they definitely have a good relationship where they kind of feed off of each other. And how she said that after they had the meeting with the doctors, and I think Dr. Cal gave him some good advice about letting him telling her exactly what's wrong and what he needs from her. And then she was very receptive of Dr. Pepper. So when they got together and they spoke, he mentioned that, hey, your negativity is wearing on me. And she was like, well, what could I do to help you with that? And he was like, stop being negative. It's that easy.
That he didn't say it earlier, right? Because they're open about everything else. Why didn't he say that earlier? I'm surprised.
I mean, I think he's made comments about her being negative. He's definitely made comments, but I think he just kind of brought it full circle and said that it's a problem when it impacts my mood. And I'm the same way. Like,
really,
if someone if their mood starts to bring me down, then I'm just like, that's not something I can like really handle that well. Because I'm just like, I try to be positive. I try to like have fun and those types of things. I mean, I completely understood. And I thought it was cute that he gave her, you know, the suggestion to be affectionate, because it's hard to be in a, you know, funky mood if you're
that's not true. You can still be mad and affectionate.
Okay. Well, I think that couple is going to be a thumbs up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything that could happen that's gonna.
Yeah. But you know how kind of like the tables have turned? Like he was all into the relationship and she wasn't. And now she's like 100% into the relationship. Yeah. And I don't think it's going to happen, but she's probably worried that what happens if his feelings start to change, you know? So, yeah, it'll be, I hope it doesn't, but I'm sure that she's kind of concerned because she's, you know, in love with him now. She's feeling vulnerable.
Has he said, I love you yet to her?
I don't think so. And I don't think she said, did she say, I love you to him?
Well, she said, I love this man. If they were at a dinner. And
no, she said that she's making the decision to love him.
Love him.
Yeah.
So, but remember, for her, there's no falling in love. You make the decision to love that individual. So for her, that's equivalent almost to somebody saying, I'm in love, because she said you're making that decision.
Yes, but I think like when she talked in the interview, I think she's saying like her decision is to like form those feelings of love for him. She didn't say that she was like there all the way.
Okay. And he hasn't said anything himself?
No, he said he's getting there. He's getting there, but he's not there yet.
Okay, interesting. Well, cheers to them. So should we move on, ladies? Anything else?
No, they're a golden couple.
Yeah, they are. Love them. Okay, let's just rock the boat a little bit. Bao and Johnny.
God, I hate Johnny.
I have to say something.
I want to.
No, after watching Squid Game, I feel like Johnny needs to be on that show because he needs to get off the show and get somebody back on that's going to truly appreciate Bao. I mean, he is just hateful. Bao. He's just hateful. He just is.
He is like the worst, the absolute worst. And the thing is, he doesn't realize it. Like you think he does?
Yes, he does.
He thinks he's in the right. He thinks he's 100% right and she's 100% wrong and she's not doing anything. Like Bao said, she made a good point. You want me to make all the changes and you're not willing to make any of the changes that I need. And then he got mad. And that kind of like that truth ended the conversation for him. And then he had to get up and then go to the bathroom and hem and haw. He's like a big baby.
Yeah, but that's what I can't understand is like how sometimes she'll just say a word and it's just like his whole demeanor changes. And it's nothing serious. Like I'm just like, whoa, like this should not be doing this to you. You need some help. You need Jesus. You need therapy.
Dr. Pepper, Dr. Cal.
I don't think he's ready to be married. He's not ready to be in a relationship. Yeah. I think that he still has a lot of maturing, and I don't know if it stemmed from his childhood and his father leaving him to grow up without his dad, and his dad being so controlling. Because you see what grown man cries because his father didn't want to come to a marriage when the father hasn't been in your life for how many years now. You know, something about his immaturity just strikes me as just off. And the fact that he says he breaks up with people at the first sign of any issue, and here he can't break up with her because they're married.
And I think it's like, it's one thing to communicate how you're feeling to someone, but sometimes his things it's just so mean. Like
he wants to hurt her.
That's why I said he understands what he's doing is wrong. He knows the words that he's using is totally inappropriate.
No. But he doesn't think he's wrong.
Or saying those mean things?
No, how he's feeling about Bao and the relationship. He thinks he's totally in the right. Not what he's saying, but how he feels about her and the relationship.
And
he really believes all that mess.
I mean, everybody has a right to feel the way they feel. And I don't disagree with him. If he feels like he's not attracted to her, like he said, but we all know that there was something going on for a while there. But that's fine. But it's just the way that the words that
you don't have to say it like that.
Yeah, it's the word that he uses.
He doesn't have to say it at all. He can just, you don't have to say, I'm not attracted to you. And when you obviously were. Because they had sex.
That was just
he said it was
hurtful.
So
to be hurtful.
Yeah, definitely.
It seems like when he's talking to the counselors, the therapists, he's agreeable with them. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to make this change. But then when he actually meets up with her, he can't follow through with it.
It's something. It's something. It's definitely within him, but it's just, for some reason, it seems to be something about her that just
triggers him.
Exactly, triggers. Yeah, because it's just, wow, it's crazy.
Did you like it? I liked it when Bao really spoke to him and said, I deserve better. I thought, kudos to you. You're finally realizing that you deserve better than the way he's treating you for all that your effort you're putting in. But I do have to ask a question, because I did watch a couple of the episodes while I was gone. Did she cook for him? Did she clean for him and do things for him? Or was she just making it more than what it really was?
No, she was doing the stuff. His problem was that he was helping. And so
together.
She was lying because he said that she cooked, but he was there helping with her. And he didn't hardly do anything except for cut up onions and stand there and talk to her.
And so and she would do his laundry and stuff like that, but he was just like, oh, that's stuff I can do for myself. So I think they just had two different love languages. And
okay, so I was just wondering. So what do you guys think hers is?
Hers is acts of service.
Is what?
Acts of service. You need to watch our episodes.
Yeah, I know, because we already recapped this, girl. We're not recapping it for you. Let's move on. You gotta watch them. Thank you, Dior, for speaking up.
I am trying to watch these episodes. Okay. So Bao and Johnny, we don't think that they're gonna make it. I don't know.
It's a wrap. I was hoping that Bao would say, listen, Johnny, I'm done with you.
No,
and then walk out the door.
Wait to the end.
So there has to be a little something wrong with her too, because here she comes out dressed in a cheerleading outfit.
I know she still wants his approval.
But she knows he would love that. She knows he would love that.
There's no way you gonna do all that to me. Tell me I'm unattractive. You won't even see me again.
You better watch when you're sleeping that you don't get a pillow.
No, I was stunned. I was stunned when he said 15 years ago, if I was attracted to you, we would have continued dating, but I wasn't. I was like, wow, that would have pierced my heart. It really would have pierced my heart. I can't believe he.
I was kind of surprised to see her cry with Pastor Cal, because she's held in that type of emotion. So I was surprised, but I was glad to see that, okay, she's not as stoic as she seems, that it is hurting her, even though which I'm glad she's not showing it to him. I'm so happy she is not crying in front of him, because I kind of think he's trying to make her cry, right?
I said he's mean on purpose.
We know he's mean.
That would make sense, actually, because I think that might be what bothers him about her, that she's just so kind of robotic, or she's so focused on, certain things that he probably just wants to kind of make her more human or something. That could be annoying, but you don't have to be mean about it.
No, definitely not.
I'm tired of him.
I like Bao. I would like to see more of her and less of him. I literally cannot stand looking at him. And he's not even attractive. I think she's more attractive than he is.
Well,
saw something on YouTube, like a YouTube blogger that posted something about Zach and Bao possibly dating now.
Oh, I did see that. Like I didn't click on it, but I saw like
I watched a little bit. I guess on her Instagram, which is private, she shared like
Bao.
They were at the same venue somewhere, and then there's been a few like people have gotten pictures of them together.
I don't blame her. Michaela is batshit crazy.
I don't like that. But you know what? He's a perfectionist, as he was crying.
Oh my! Listen, are we going to talk about that?
Yeah, but I just want to say one more thing about Johnny. I do not like the fact that Johnny and Ryan hang out. Two negative people feeding on each other makes for a very negative.
Right. No, I agree.
So that needs to be cut out. They need to stop it because they're feeding on each other and taking it back to their significant others.
Right. Well, and I think Ryan is the worst out of the both of them with being negative.
Right. And why don't we segue right on into that relationship right there? Because that's a mess too. This season, Married at First Sight, people, you guys just did not get it right.
Well, they had the reasons, which, they actually did, because they asked a couple of them, why do you think we put you guys together? So they actually have a reason why they did. It just doesn't always work out.
So what do you think about those two couples? I mean, like,
Which one?
Oh, we're talking about Brett and Ryan, because he's just negative Nancy, and it's like he's trying to cover up and be Mr. Good Guy, decent guy on camera.
Dior, can you show the picture that you shared with us of Ryan that you found?
Oh, okay. Let's keep talking and I'll pull it up.
So the visit with his sister, I think that was the most beneficial thing that she had done.
And she sold him out.
I was like, girl, yeah.
It's like she doesn't want them to be together. So I'm just going to tell you.
I don't think so. I
think he felt bad for her. And
really,
she knows her brother. Because she said in last week's episode, she was just like, I'm really disappointed that he hasn't changed. That he's still the same way that he was.
So I wonder who this lady is. I wonder, will we find out if it's true that he is maybe in love with somebody else? And if you are, why did you get on the show?
Wait, go like this. Put your head. Yeah, there you go. That is Ryan to a T.
Really? I saw that. I just did not see it.
As soon as you sent that, I was like, boom.
I just didn't see it. Because he was like solemn.
Because he has those bags. She pointed out last episode that he had bags under his eyes, and then I was rewatching it, and I was like, you know what?
Probably because
he does.
Two ends.
He doesn't smile. He just, he's very solemn. Yeah,
very sad.
Well, he isn't, like the sister said, from one introvert to another. So I guess he's an introvert just as she is. They find it difficult to express themselves, and so he hides into himself, I guess. But I want to find out who this other lady is, if there is another person,
Right.
I'm really disappointed that Pastor Cal gave Brett the advice to ask him a few questions. I'm really disappointed that she didn't ask
the questions.
Maybe they just didn't show it.
She was supposed to ask him why, at what point did he kind of check out of the marriage? And she was also supposed to ask him what was his idea, like what was his vision of marriage? Or
I think she was scared, right?
I that's what I couldn't figure out, if she was afraid of the answer, or if she was just over it. Like she was just like, I don't even care at this point.
At this point, I would be like, no. Why put myself through that? Because he's obviously not interested. He's basically said it. But then do you think also she's awfully messy?
Oh, I know. But he never told her that either. He never said, listen, girl, this is making me feel crazy. Please pick up.
Past crazy. I think I would have just packed myself up and gone. That was dirty. It's not even messy.
Well, not dirty, just messy.
It's worn, dirty clothes on the ground all over the bathroom, her closet.
I don't think they share a space either. Not that makes it better, but it's not like it was in his
room.
So he was just all up in her room without her permission.
Well, no, I mean, they live in the house together, so he can go into her room. But like, even seeing that would turn a lot of people off, you know? So he should tell her.
Put together, right?
Yeah, she's very well put together, but she's not dirty. She's just messy. You know, it's not, I'm sure her clothes doesn't smell, you know, and stuff like that. She's just messy, a messy person.
But that's just an excuse on his part.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was her one fault, that's still okay. But
I'm with his sister. There's someone else.
Yes.
So do you think that remember he told Dr. Pepper that he was going to try? Do you guys think that he's actually going to try?
No. If you're feeling somebody else and the sister feels that he's feeling somebody else, he's just keeping up face for the camera. Because
I think
in reality,
he's gonna try
to be gone.
I think he thinks he's gonna try, but at this point, I mean, there's nothing you can do. You only got 2 weeks left. Was it 2 or 3? You don't have that much time left.
Right. And why would you trust him?
Spent all this time just being negative, not, you know, feeling her. I mean, and that conversation that he had with Johnny, I just felt so bad for her.
No.
I mean, and it's just like he gets around other people and he's just saying whatever.
But see, that's when Johnny went upstairs to his wife or wherever, downstairs or upstairs. Johnny and Bao had been doing fine. And then all of a sudden, you know, listening to that conversation with Ryan, he was upstairs with his wife and it went left really quick for no reason. So that's why those 2 negative Nancys need to be separated. But let's see what happens. I don't think they'll stay together. If I was her, I wouldn't want to stay with him. So do you guys want to talk about Jose and Rachel? Yeah, different dynamic. Before I thought they were equally yoked in love, right? Then he messed up by showing his controlling self and his anger. And now it's like he's chasing after her.
Well, I think they're back to being equal. He was chasing after her, trying to get her her acceptance back. But did you see when he had said, you ran away, and she admitted. So before she had said that she just walked the producers out, and he was like, no, you ran away. And she was like, no, I just walked the producer out. But at this episode, he said, you ran away. And she's like, yes, that's a problem that I have. Like when I get into an uncomfortable conversation, I'll just leave. So she did kind of just get up and leave. She probably just needed some space, right? But he shouldn't have locked her out like he did.
And I totally agree. He shouldn't have locked her out. And it's okay to walk away if you're in a conversation and it's going to be, you're feeling very uncomfortable or you think it's going to escalate and it's not.
But maybe not leave the house, just go to a different room.
Or go out for a walk. I mean, people do that. They go
like 1 a.m. at night.
Yeah, maybe not at 1 a.m. at nighttime, but to blow off steam. But
I thought she was somewhere talking to the producer. Like
she said that, but then she admitted tonight that she did kind of just leave. And that's what she said. I don't know if she was just saying that so he wouldn't get upset. I don't know.
Okay, because I thought when he was talking about her walking out, I thought that was when she said, I can't be married to you anymore. I thought he was referring to that situation and not the part where he locked it. So yeah, I think I missed that.
But I did think the one difference between, Gil and Merla's relationship, well, the one similarity between Gil and Merla's relationship and Jose and Rachel is that each individual in the relationship was looking for what they needed to do to make the other couple feel comfortable and happy. Whereas the others, that wasn't a thought process in their head, and I thought that was really strong. I was really surprised when Jose was like, what can I do to make her trust me and not want to run away all the time? I thought that was really enlightening. And she herself was into what can I do with this relationship? And I'm happy that Dr. Pepper pointed out how controlling you are.
Well, he knows that. And I think that's good that he admits it. Now he just has to work on improving it, which I think he is. And I think he wants to. you know.
But why do you think why do you think that Rachel is so like ready to run all the time? Like if you don't, if I get bored, you know, I'm gone. And so forth.
I don't know.
Because I didn't think that of her right before, but now.
No. Yeah, I don't know why she does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our last couple, the one that's scariest to me.
They are a horror ride, up and down, happy, sad, mad, crazy,
immature.
If he cries one more time,
no.
I cannot be with someone who cries more than me. That is, I think out of the 13 episodes, he's cried for 10. It's too much.
It's way too much.
It makes you wonder, like, it's nothing wrong with crying, but it's just, it makes you wonder what's underneath that, because there has to be a reason why, because he keeps saying things like, I keep doing things wrong, I keep messing up.
It's like
I can't get anything right. I'm not doing, like, I'm not doing a good job. I just need this to be so perfect. And it's just like, what does
that sound like, you guys? When somebody is always self, like, I don't want, self, like, I'm no good, I'm just a mess up, that's what I feel like. Whenever he starts talking, it's about how he's not good enough, or not that he loves her or likes her, but he doesn't want to hurt her because he cares for her so much. But then he turns around and says some mean things like, I don't know if I want to be with you. Or
I mean, he's being honest.
Yeah, but I feel like he's just, something's wrong somewhere.
I think he needs counseling. I think like something is emotionally wrong with him, and he just needs a therapist to talk things through. I wonder
if he sees his family and like, do they have like really great relationship with their significant others, and he wants that same type of relationship?
I think so. I think one's married and one's getting married or something like that.
And he has his mom and dad who've been together forever.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't make sense for his behavior. It doesn't make sense for hers, but I could see why she sometimes gets crazy, because he's like, 1 minute they're fine, the next minute they're not fine.
Well, no, I think tonight they both, I don't know why they keep on asking that stupid question. What would your decision be today?
Y'all just got cool yesterday. Like, we both know, let's just leave it be.
Right. Live day by day, not like thinking off in the future. And she said the answer would be no. And he said the answer would be no. But that pissed her off because her answer was probably yes.
Yes.
But she was afraid to say yes.
So that's what I was confused about, because she said, I don't know. He said that they both said no.
Yeah, that's what I thought she said.
No, she said that if it were today, it would be no. But if it would be at decision time, she doesn't know. So he was like, okay, but you said today it would be no. And I said today it would be no. And she said, but at decision time, it'd be, I don't know. So he was confused, and it was just, she's not being honest with her, with how she feels.
Because she doesn't want to get rejected and hurt again.
Well, she can't be mad at him because if they're not at the same place. I mean,
no, you're right. She can't be mad at him.
I think her issue is that she doesn't trust, because he says like, oh, I'm starting to, I feel like if things go well, we can make it. He's saying those things, but I think she really doesn't believe that he's all in. And so probably when he says things like that, when he says no, maybe it still could have been no. I'm sure she knows his answer is no, but maybe if he had said something a little more reassuring, like
I don't know.
Or, I really like how things are going. Give them like,
why did he get upset? But why did he get upset?
Probably would have been like, oh, okay, maybe he is really thinking about it. I think him just saying no, flat out, she's just like, okay, he's not there.
Right.
But why would he get upset if they don't want to sleep? If she doesn't want to sleep in the same bed?
Because he knew that she was saying that because to get back at him for saying no, and that's not fair. If he hadn't said no, which she also said no, she wouldn't be like, okay, I'm not sleeping in the same bed. She was trying to get back at him, and it was petty.
But
and then I wondered if the sleeping in the same bed was more than that, because he was like, that's really working for us. So I think it's the same.
Right. So I get the feeling that she's just like, why should we keep sleeping together if we're not going to be together in the very end? We might as well just go ahead and sleep separately.
Well, then you'll never be together.
Sex? Yeah, but why never be right? But they're not compatible.
Well, she's in love with him. Like, and if someone is not at that same level that you're at, then you keep on working so you get to be at, he comes to that level. Like if you're saying, okay, I'm not going to sleep with you anymore, or I'm not going to be in the same bed with you anymore, then you're putting a kibosh on the relationship.
Right.
And if that's not what you want, then you have to keep on trying and not be an obstinate child.
Right. But maybe she sees that.
No, that's not it.
We don't see what's behind closed doors. Okay. So maybe she feels like, okay, this relationship isn't going to work out. He's saying no right now, and I have to say no so I don't get my feelings hurt, but I'm not going to sleep with him anymore, because the more I sleep with him, the deeper I get into this relationship. And
then she should say that instead of just saying, I'm not going to share a bed with you anymore.
Well, she said, why should we, when we're not going to go on with the relationship? So why should they keep sleeping together?
And all he said, I don't know if we're not going to be in a relationship. But what I'm saying is right now, my answer would be no. I don't know. Like,
I think the way that I was just gonna say, I think the way he responded to like saying that she's never gonna change and he didn't know if he could do this. I think the way he responded at the very beginning just kind of set the tone for everything. And then maybe if they had like a buffer, someone to communicate the way they actually felt, in the beginning, if the experts were there, then maybe they would have a better chance. But I think at this point, it's just, well, we already know. we saw previews. It's just.
I'm surprised they didn't show us that she moved out. Like, we had to learn about her moving out through his conversation.
The cameras probably weren't there.
Oh, through the conversation. That's a good point.
And then she's moving out. Like, so.
That tells you it's over.
Well, no, there's a lot of relationships. Again, I think she's being a child. There's a lot of relationships, especially in a situation like this, where it's not always going to be like smooth sailing. Like, and for her to expect, especially the way that it began, for it to be, I don't know, maybe she's right. I don't know. It's just like,
I do want to say one thing though. The one thing I do want to say is that he says, everything's great. We're going out on dates. We're doing this. We're having fun. Marriage isn't all about fun. You can't have fun all the time. Same with Johnny. You can't be on dates constantly. You can't be you can't be sexy all the time. That's not realistic. And for Johnny and for Zach, reality is that sometimes it's boring. Sometimes you just sit around and not do anything. And sometimes you get into arguments and so forth, but you have to be able to reconcile and move forward. So that's.
But next week's preview.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. She is a.
When she was going like this, I thought there was a fly or a bug that was getting on her.
She was just mad. She lost. Was she in a church and she knocked over pews or that bench?
I think that they were at the
they're at a ranch.
Oh, okay. So they were probably like in a barn, and then she flipped over that bench, and then she went into the pool room.
Yeah, I don't know what that whole like tirade was. I watched
her go all the way around the house. If I saw that, I'm out.
She was angry
done.
Because here's my mic about their relationship.
Mic drop.
She started going like that.
So that part I could probably understand, because it's just like when you're like, what the, I think she was just like, what are you talking about? Like,
she was, I can't. And I was just like, she should have just stopped there, and I would have been like,
everything else she did, I was just like, that's too much.
Yeah, no one wants that. Whoever would want to be in a relationship with a person like that loves chaos and being scared for their lives and drama. You just wouldn't want to bother.
And if anybody was going to tolerate that, it's definitely not going to be the person that already said that he can't tolerate that. Like, girl.
Like, come on, girl, like, get it together. But she can't. That's her problem. That's the true.
I think that she has tried so hard.
No,
she's
please.
Done. She has maturely, she has talked to him.
She is not, if she's acting like that, she hasn't truly matured.
She has tried.
She has tried.
Sometimes you backtrack. And you just have everything that she's been pushing down and swallowing and taking, it just all came out during this.
So you're making excuses for that behavior?
I said everything that she's been pushing down and trying to behave and trying to deal with, it just came out, bam, like she just threw it all up. I'm shocked. I'm surprised her weave didn't come out. Because he was going berserko. But you know,
I wonder why the producers was trying to hold her back in that bedroom.
Trying to attack somebody.
Yeah, I think it was the producer was trying to hold her back.
Yeah. They're both the youngest children in the families, right?
I don't know about that.
I think he has a younger brother that's engaged.
He said something about like do good in school when he was talking to his brother.
Yeah, I think he has a younger brother.
Well, he has some issues too. I guess, how did they put those two together? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, yeah. They probably didn't know that she was.
I mean, yeah, you know, if you haven't,
they didn't know he was a
situation,
a crybaby perfectionist.
I mean, but that's not as bad. Like he needs counseling, and like with good counseling, he could really like fix himself. With her, she needs deep counseling. Like, yeah, because that is some anger over nothing. I don't know. Or maybe because she's hurt. Maybe that's what it is. But we have less than a minute.
Oh, yes. We have less than a minute. Dior, do you want to take it away?
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, hit the notification bell so you can learn about our new videos. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Real on the Real and comment below.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And see you. Bachelorette starts next week. Gonna watch it. So does boy, love.
Ready for love?
Ready for love.
This is my Friday.